Ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, crept up on you. Coach Anthony Eisenhower, how you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy to be here. Since it's my gym.
It is. It is. We just had a great workout.
Awesome. Thank
and
you.
I appreciate it. I love this place. Coach Anthony, what I wanted to talk to you about was, you're going into your third FightersRep event right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm, obviously very excited to have you and the team. You guys are 2-0 at FightersRep.
So far.
You guys are doing pretty good.
Trying to rack it up.
Yeah, but this time you've got both guys. You've got Edgar. Yeah. It's quite a disparity. Edgar, a 135er, I believe.
Yeah, 135.
And then you've got Mark Kamishki, 6'5", 185 pounds for this event. Kind of let me know about these two guys, Coach, because I'm definitely pretty high on them. We saw Edgar put out a great performance last time, and we saw Mark put out a great one at the first FightersRep he was involved in. Kind of let me know what you think about these two prospects here.
Yeah, I mean, both are amazing prospects, very hard workers and everything too. Edgar's definitely been a great up-and-coming fighter with a lot of drive, a lot of passion, which I love to see. And I can see a lot of great future for him, and it definitely seems like this is where he wants to go, and it's showcasing with his training, with his fighting, and with his focus. And too, which whether any of those we're doing, we ask him to work on, and everything too, he's always focused on it as well. And then, so I really am excited to get him back quickly onto this and get more and more in there to see where it goes. And then on the other hand, Mark, it has been a little while for him and everything too, and he's been a constant here. He's actually now my longest student at Group 9 and everything too. He's been here. It's coming up on 8 years almost and everything too. He's just been a part of it and everything too, not necessarily fighting the entire time, but he just has such a love of just martial arts and fighting, as well as his personal life and his career and everything too. So it's great to finally get him back into that and get him back in the groove of training for it, get into the groove and everything too. And this will actually be the heaviest we've ever had him fight at.
Wow.
And everything too. When he first started here, he was only 162 pounds and 6'5", tall, skinny guy when he showed up and everything too. And so finally we've been able to really pack on muscle, build on him and conditioning to get him to fight at 185.
Yeah.
Everything too, which should be a little bit better strength for him and everything too, with his length. So.
Right now, Coach, you fought for a very long time.
Yeah.
You competed in multiple disciplines. And I'm sure you went through some adversity in your fights.
Oh yeah.
You even mentioned to me you fought open class. I think at one
open
point.
weight, open class.
That's pretty insane.
No fun. Especially being a person my size. Really, I'm not obviously very tall.
Yeah.
About 5'6.5". I like to say 5'7" when I'm wearing shoes. And my natural weight, walk around weight is usually about 160.
Yeah.
And so having to pack on back in the day to be able to compete in the open weight and obviously change my regimen, and I did okay. It wasn't always, but the one thing I can say about a lot of those ones, I usually could out condition people because of that. But it's really difficult. It puts you in a lot of bad spots.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm glad you bring up conditioning, because I feel like that's something you definitely emphasize. At least when I talk to Edgar, that's why I hear him talk about, and it kind of played out in his first fight. Kind of wanted to ask you about that too. He goes out there, his opponent just comes out guns blazing. Not a care of the world, kind of drops Edgar, but Edgar's able to get back up, use his conditioning. Come back. What was kind of going through your mind when that happened?
It was a little freaky, but seeing him pop right back up, it was definitely like a
flash knock.
Yeah, like a flash. What is up? And but seeing him pop back up, it's great, and seeing that quick recovery, which he did, and it's a huge thing we work on here. Is adversity. It's putting you in the worst spots you can possibly be in and being able to come out of it.
Yeah.
Because I would love, again, if you can, anyone can fight at their best. Anyone can. Any trained person can fight at their best. It's what you do at your worst. That's what really shows your conditioning, shows your technique, shows your form, and shows just your push and drive is what you can do at your worst. When you get dropped, when you get hurt, when you get in those kind of situations, how do you handle it? And it's something we focus on quite a bit here. with even just with our conditioning on here too. My guys, I like to be able to say, you know, you obviously want to try and finish a fight as quickly as you can. That's the name of the game. It's a fight.
Right.
You know, but be conditioned for the entire thing. Be able to do the entire thing no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, don't always have to rely on, like, I'm just going to drop him in the first, I'm going to do this. Like, okay, what if that doesn't work?
Right.
What do you have left? You wasted everything that first round and it didn't work. You know, I mean, we've seen it in UFC, you've seen it in pro fights. I've seen it in my career as well. It happens all the time. It's so much times the non-conditioned fighter just loses it after first, second round. And then the other one comes back and just drops them.
For sure. And is that kind of like a signature or something you kind of want to be known for, or you want your team to sort of be known for?
Yeah, I mean, definitely conditioning and everything too. And always, you know, we always like to bring the fight. We always want to be known for never backing down, always being in there and driving that technique, that form, that conditioning the entire time, and, you know, not gassing out halfway through and not being dead. I mean, obviously, you'd love to say that like all of our fighters have always won all their fights. That's not true at all. Just like myself, I didn't win all my fights or anything too. I've obviously lost, obviously been hurt and everything too. But I never went in there not ready to go the distance if it had to. And that's our guys, is be able to give all the entire time, no matter what. And that's what I like our guys to be known for and everything too. Win or lose, you know, obviously you learn from either one. And you want to build on either one that you get, but you know, no matter what, you bring the fight, and no matter what, you are ready the entire time.
For sure, Coach. Well, we're excited to see you again at FightersRep 11.
Excited to be there.
November 5th. You guys can get your tickets from the guys here at Brood 9 from any of the fighters, or they can just go on FightersRep.com, Coach, and get their tickets there and get their live stream. We look forward to seeing you guys again represent for Brood 9, Coach. Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We're really excited to be part of it.
Oh, and one more thing. Where can people come learn from you?
Absolutely. We're here in Lomita on Lomita Boulevard, 1861, Lomita Boulevard, Unit D. You can just go to brood9.com, get all of our info. We even have online stuff as well. So for the people who maybe aren't in our area, can't quite make it down here and everything too, we do offer a lot of online stuff, either personal training, online class training, everything too, so they can still be able to learn our system.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Anthony Eisenhower.